What a blessing. So my name is Glenda. Of course, thank you for that introduction. I represent CCLI. I think I would like to use my time today to explain just three things to you, mainly three things, and hopefully you get a takeaway from that. I'd like to delve into who CCLI is, just to explain that to you very briefly. I'd love to explain to you how CCLI serves the church. And then finally, I'd like to explain how we support songwriters, especially our local songwriters, because that's where my heart. So first of all, is CCLI. I want you for a moment just to think church. I know we've been sharing about all sorts of other management organizations, rights management, PROs, but this conversation talking church, music that's used within the church, collective worship, congregational worship, any worship gathering. This is the space that CCLI works with. When your songs are used in worship, CCLI is and should be involved. So CCLI, Christian Copyright Licensing International, and we truly, truly are a global company. We span across continents, across the regions, and I love the fact that we serve churches in all denominations, all languages, all cultures. That's what we encourage. Songs to be registered, multiple languages. That's where we are. That's where we want. Our aim is to simplify copyright for churches, for church music, and for songwriters. Simplifying copyright is huge. Churches have admin and lots of needs, and that's where we come in. We make this as simple as possible for the church to understand. I'm going to give you just a snapshot of our history, just so that you know how established we are here. CCLI started originally in the US, but since 1994, CCLI has been active in South Africa. Our office is based in Cape Town. We do have an open door policy, as Share Publishing knows, and it'd be great. One-on-one meetings, love that in our office. So we're not far from the airport for anybody here. So just throwing that in there in the meeting. Our aim is to continue to build relationships with churches, to build relationships with our song owners, public, and to bring the two together. CCLI does not, but our heart that the church uses your songs with integrity and that those are back to our song. So, all that to say, how does CCLI serve the church? Here's the thing. Churches need permission, right? Before creative works. Yes, in work, even in worship, permission is needed if the song is copyright and if the song is being reproduced. So our very basic license that we give to churches is right to reproduce lyrics. So our copyright license, our church copyright license is there for churches who are reproducing lyrics, printed copies, because some churches still do, or as copies on screen. So anything to do with the song lyrics, whether you're projecting, printing, translating, making limited recordings of those songs, needs permission. And we do that through what we call the church copyright license for churches. Again, I'm going to have to emphasize that we only deal with worship. We only deal with congregational worship. So this is not for performances. This is only for churches, any groups, any organizations gathering, and the aim is divine worship. That's CCI. Apart from the licensing, so the copyright license is one of the licenses we do, but apart from licensing for the church, giving them that legal permission to use and reproduce songs, we make sources available to church musicians as well. And this is what excites me so much. Song select. Song select is absolutely we do. Select is your own way. So for those of you who know, please have a look. Very easy to find. But my hope, some of you who are here in your capacity as songwriters, but also involved in your own churches, might have experienced Song Select and the integration software as well. So the bottom line is CCLI issues licenses to churches, but we also make these songs available readily on our website. Lyrics of your song, chord sheets of your songs if churches need that, and more so for those who are able to provide more sheet music, lead sheets, vocal hymn sheets. That's all available on Song Select. And the church benefits the one-stop resource for the church. It's their go-to for their musicians to source and find the lyrics of your songs, the chord sheets of your songs. So that continues to be developed. We're continuing to change and update the website with new features, and that's super exciting. We're getting massively great feedback from churches about their Song Select. And of course, the benefit is that your songs are available readily there for churches who are licensed and able to look in and download and use your songs. Again, really our heart is church, but our heart is for our songwriting. We do aim to help the churches to seek to use songs legally, but in doing so to ensure that the songwriters get compensated for their songs. Ultimately, what we do is ensure that you, the songwriter, are enabled to keep on writing for them. So briefly also use this time to mention a partner company we work with. It's called Worship Tool. Again, you can find them one word. And they make free software available to churches. So while Song Select is the resource where you source the lyrics, the chord sheets, the lead sheets, the free software bit makes it just so much easier for churches to do their planning, their presentation. And we partner with this because they recognize the need that not all churches are able to afford software. They have free software for churches, and that's another way where we aim to serve the church by partnering with this company, Worship Tools. I also want to move on to my point where I want to explain to you about how CCLI supports the songwriters. So it's important for me in this space to just describe the life cycle of a song from CCLI's perspective. The song is written by you, the songwriter, with the aim to bless the church. The song is used by licensed church. The song is written, the song is used by licensed church. The church reports the song to CCLI, and that reporting goes back to the owner of the song. So that for us is the full cycle of the song. Ideally, that should happen. We are here to explain this to churches and to encourage the songwriters. So my message to you is make sure your songs are registered. And secondly, the churches who are using your songs, they are responsible for reporting. Reporting is absolutely key. Royalties depend on the reporting done by churches. So CCLI makes quarterly payouts available for all royalty payouts. The bottom line is your songs matter to the church, and we're trying to ensure that church use your songs legally and the right integrity. When your songs are reported by these systems in place, so the reporting can happen very easily. Software that's all done automatically on the church's side. They enable their software to songs get reported, auto reporting, and CCLI receives that. We recognize as well not all churches are able or at the point where they want to use software. So we always have a manual reporting option available for churches. But the church is responsible to report all songs that are used within the service. And we are here to assist the church daily. We have conversations with churches about reporting. In fact, we will take them onto the site and show them how it's done. And that conversation happens regularly between CCLI and the church. It also happens in various emails, newsletters that we send out to the churches. So it's an education, I will admit that, but we are up for the challenge. So, yeah. I just like you to remind you again where songs are made visible, right? So, song is the space where your songs can be shown, can be visible to the church. It is obviously there for entities who are licensed, only the lyrics of the songs. We encourage you to go to Song Select to see how CCL songs readily available. You just want to drop in this. If you go on Song Select right now, today, you will see local songs only running on the Song Select banner. This is absolutely crucial to us. Local songs being put in front of our local church. Our songs, your songs are with a heart for the local church, and we want to make this available and visible on the song banner. So when you're writing new songs, releasing something new, or re-releasing, they get put onto the banner, visible for the church, and that is exciting. The feedback, guys, that we're getting from churches about is super exciting, and I just want to share a snippet of that excitement today. One more thing I'm going to for songwriters, for rights owners, publishers, is work with Loop Community, where your tracks can be made available and perhaps have a one loopcommunity.com when you have a. I know a lot, but I want you to remember important things as I end this time. If you're a songwriter, please ensure that your songs are registered. Please ensure that churches who are using your songs are reporting the songs to CCLI. If you're here in your capacity as a church representative, please have a conversation with our office, za@ccli.com. We'd love to see you. If you've not heard about CCLI Church, you would want to learn more, or if you're a leader of a denomination or a church group, that's what we do. We get the word out there, explain to denominational leaders, to the headquarters, head offices, how this works, who CCLI is, and how we work with our local songwriters. That is my heart. That is my message. And I hope that we can take this further. Honestly, if you have questions, please come back to us. za@ccli.com. Would welcome contact with you. And just to say again, thank you so much, Share Publishing, for allowing me this time here today. I did send a clip through. I'm not sure if that can be shown. If it can be done, great. If it can be done later, that's amazing. But yes, this is not the end of the conversation, and I do hope that I hear from you. But yeah, thank you again for your time.